unusually, Rory and I, but we were a very ambitious couple, and one of the reasons we were ambitious was that my father he was a hard-working accountant, very stressed out, and he and my mother had planned their life for when they retired, and they had worked to get early retirement, and it all seemed like a good story until his brain tumor killed him just a few months before they retired. So that was a story of what I said, a wasted life. It was just like I didn't want to fit into that mold that everybody seemed to be fitting into, with a normal job, working all their life, and then having some time freedom at the end, often without money. Anyway, so that was basically something that set us on a path of being different and living differently. And we were in good jobs, but Rory started a really lovely little business, and he worked really hard in that business, and things were looking good. I was still employed. Anyway, it came to a time when the economy went down, and our two biggest contractors who we subcontracted for went out of business and left us with huge business debt for the jobs we'd done for them. So that was the best thing that could have ever happened to us. Not at the time, but it made us, during the time that he was running this business, we met Neolife. And we hung on to Neolife. We loved the products, and that great big orange golden product bag, Flory, I remember that. That bag was filled with products, and they kept us alive. And honestly, in those years, we met all these wonderful people with their wonderful messages, and we built a most incredible team, a lot still with us. Meaning, and life took on such a meaning. It had some huge twists, ups and downs, but we had our new business. We fortunately had said yes to the Neolife business in those days, and we now were left with huge business debt, a bond on our house. The bank owned Rory's motor car, the usual story with a young couple. And in the mix of all that, I had two young babies. Andrew was 6 weeks old, and it was just a mix of emotions, and we got going. But the beautiful thing is we had put money into stock. So we had stock, we had determination, and we had belief. And we got out there and we sold products. I sold enough product today, I'd worked it out. If I sold that today, I could buy food for the family tomorrow. We were in the process of absolutely losing everything we'd worked for. And we sold product today, put food on the table tomorrow, while Rory started to recruit. And we really recruited our way out of our problems. We were viciously controlled. We had to be. There was no time for any feeling sorry for ourselves. If we were going to keep living where we're living and move forward, we protected our stock with our life. We still do. It's the most valuable thing you can have. We protected our money that we got from that stock so we could replace it. We were disciplined beyond being disciplined. And I think that is what we have to be. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the saying is, will I own my own life, or will I let other people dictate it? And that was just not an option. And so, in those first 10 years, we traveled. We built a team who traveled with us. in the compensation plan. So at one stage we had such a lot of people, so many people traveling with us that had never traveled before. And remember, we were a bunch of young, excited party animals in those days. Really. And so we went and we bought some polystyrene bashes, you know, hats. We put our team band around them, and we had to travel with those because we were all excited. Very few people had traveled before, and we got lost easily. And to prevent all this panic at the travel gates, getting on planes and that, we just looked for these white bashes to identify our team. And that was the sort of fun that we had. And I said, you know what, let's make this life fun. And then during those 10 years, things started to really happen. Anyway, at 10 years, our children were old enough for us to achieve a dream that actually Drew mentioned earlier, where he learned to juggle. We took our kids to Disney World. It was a dream we had. It's important to dream big when things are tough. You've got to have something exciting to look forward to. And we had this trip. We squirreled away a little bit of money here and there. We were disciplined, and off we went to Disney World. Rory phoned my mother up and said, have you got a passport? And she said, no. What do I need a passport for? He said, you're coming to Disney World with us. You got us this far because you babysat so much. And so off we went. That was our first wonderful family trip. Since after 10 years, we went 5 Diamond, which was the first in the world, I think. Rory can talk about that. He knows all those things. And that was a huge achievement. We had been working towards that from being director, being world team, just step by step, clawing our way up to where we wanted to be. And it was during those times where we just built incredible relationships with people. And we value those. That, for me, Neolife has been a journey with our team. We've lived, we've cried, we've fought, we've had fun, we've done lots of things together. And honestly, we can't say thank you enough for being part of our lives. A strong part of our lives, a wonderful part of our lives. And we intend being around for a lot longer, because you just have to look at health factors. It gives you health, it keeps you well, and the difference is amazing. So if you're young here, we were young once. Just take the supplements, no matter what, find a way, sell more, take all the supplements, because it's the way to preserve your health intentionally, so you can have it fun all your life.
Thanks. So, I consider myself a very, very lucky man indeed. Wow. The reason is standing next to me. She's the greatest bit of luck I've ever had. What is luck? Luck is really making good choices. That's what it is. If you make good choices in life, you're going to have some good luck. If you make bad choices, you're going to have bad luck. That's the way it works. I made a very good choice here. We met on a tube train in London in 1971. I picked her up on a station. How about that? But besides that, from this dear partner of mine, I am a lucky man today because I have what I call the most wonderful family in the world. Tons, Drew, Donna, Tim, the kids, and by the way, we've got another grandchild coming in 2 weeks' time, would you believe it? From my daughter Don's. So that's so exciting. So I'm extremely lucky because of that. But I'm also an extremely lucky person because Neolife crossed my path and our path. It was one of the luckiest things that ever happened to us. Because Neolife changed me particularly as a person, changed us as people, gave us a complete new destiny and direction in life. That's what I call being lucky. And I'm going to state this because I think it's important that we do. We join Neolife, and by the way, when you join Neolife, you become a Neolifer. Is that right? Okay. That's a choice to become a Neolifer. Some people make a choice to become a Neo-loafer. Make sure you choose the lifer, not the loafer, because the business works, but you can't loaf in this business. So we found Neolife. It changed our thinking, but on this particular occasion, we were in a convention like this in London. We were about 6 years into our business. A man stood up on the stage. His name was Mr. Peter Riggs, Charlie, and who remembers Peter Riggs? Just put up your hands if you remember. He was a mentor to us all, wasn't he, Charlie? He was an amazing man. But he shared with us what success is all about. Because up to that point, we had been running around chasing success, which we thought was money. Success is not money. Success has to be a balanced success. It is, firstly, your health. Okay, your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your family, social, and then financial. You've got to get your success in balance. It's not just money. And we've been chasing money. But he made one statement which, as a young man, I was lost in many, many ways. And he stood up and he quoted from Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. And all things will be added to you. All things. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Your rightness with him. And all things are added. That's the turning point. You have one life. Make sure you choose wisely, because your luck will follow. Because from Neolife, our luck changed. We changed as people. We got healthier. And you know, at our age, health is so important. I quite laugh at this. I go to my golfing mates and they all actually almost bartering with each other. Oh, I've had a double bypass. Oh no, I've had the triple bypass. Or people on chronic medication. No one in our family takes any chronic medication. Not a single person. So we've had this life extension. Neolife products are designed to postpone age-related diseases. That's what each and every one of us want. That's what we got from Neolife, health. We obviously achieved financial independence. That is wonderful. We achieved travel. We've seen the world, and I want to mention something here. When we started, my dear little wife used to go off to training every Saturday morning, and you know what this fellow did? He sat sailing his boat around Durban Bay, enjoying his sport, his hobby. Okay. One day, a guy called Jack Collins, you remember him, Charlie B? Jack Collins came to town. He was a successful man in Neolife. I went and listened to him, and the penny dropped. Just what we had in our hands. Take what you've got in your hands and perfect it. That's what you do with Neolife. Take what you've got. Each and every one of us have this business in our hands. Go out and perfect it. So we had, you know, things started changing. We changed our financial situation. But we also stopped sailing. Today I've sailed around the world. Boats I would never dream of sailing, I've sailed in. And so it changed our lives completely. So it gave us those things, but above all, it gave us friends and friendship. We have met people from all walks of life, which we would never have met. And our friends are sitting in this room today. And I just thank you for that friendship. We so appreciate it. We love you all. And I want to particularly thank my Vision family. And I want to thank my past Vision family, because some of them are no longer here. Okay? That's the way it works. People pass on in life. I want to thank our present Vision family for your love, your commitment, your loyalty, and what you've done and your friendship. I also want to thank our future Vision family, the ones still to come. And they're going to be many, many more people in this room who are going to join this business, and what a good decision it is. But I also want to thank people like Jerry Brasfield. I so appreciate your message, Jerry. I so appreciate you as a man and what you've done for us. We've just hung on to your vision, and you shared your vision with the world, and that's what's changed so many lives. Kendra following, you know this thing about legacy. We speak about legacy. I heard a lovely thing the other day. Legacy is nothing more than leaving your fingerprint on the next generation. That's what we're doing. Leaving your finger mark, your fingerprint on forthcoming generation. But besides that, I want to thank our local leaders. I want to thank Druza. I want to thank Brandon, because I want to thank Peter and their teams. And Charlie and I talk about this often. I've never, ever seen the company in such good shape from a leadership point of view. It is sound, it is good. It is a wonderful company, and we just want to thank you all for all you've done. We want to thank you for what you do for us, your commitment, your dedication, for all of us in this room, and we are just all very lucky people because of you. So thank you so much. God bless you. We love you lots. Thank you so much.